Hello everyone. As always, if you like my videos, just like them, and also subscribe in one of the cards that is over there, and try to check the sheet that is always available in the description. Remember, I have like kind of an index there for all of my videos. I will also, of course, make a new kind of playlist with the videos that are kind of updated, indexed them, but for now, check the sheet while I make that one. And let's begin the video. I'm still, of course, in the kind of dark room. I will be for a while. And for that reason, let's begin the video that is important now. So I just did a video about Tornado for Mythic Plus and kind of some bosses. Let's do a video now for the downtime. This will be about mainly Mythic Plus because there is something that people kind of have also in their brain apart from the Tornado thing, and that is spamming black powder while you are out of cooldowns. Let me tell you something. It's not going to work, and of course you're going to do kind of pitiful damage. So now, get in your head, sub is a cooldown based spec. Now, what does this mean? If you don't have shadow dance, flagellation, shadow blades, tornado, etc., if you are in a pool, you are not going to do damage. That means that you do two things. You do a maintenance rotation, or you kind of do a clown interpretation and you do 15k black powders. So this means that if we don't have any of our cooldowns, you can look, for example, this cliff training dummies. I will do one black powder, and as you can see here, my black powder did 25k per target, more or less, let's say. That is, of course, with the shadow black powder and with the normal black powder, taking into account that, of course, as you saw, if from those 5 mobs, only 3 of them had Find Weakness. That is also another thing. We have less crit now, so the chances for us to apply Find Weakness to all the targets is kind of lower than before, when we played Silent Storm and we had like 100% uptime. So when you are in downtime, you really want to just put ruptures and slice and dice up, and you will see. You also, of course, will have a later thing, and now with all of our targets ruptured, you can see already that rupture itself is doing 100 and something k DPS, and I'm not doing absolutely anything apart from that. So we have rupture and the Gira thingy, just forget it about it. But rupture itself, if you look like at the last fight that we have there, rupture itself, this was doing, as you saw, around 50 or 60k DPS, and that is doing, in this case, as you saw, 1 2 3 4 5, we did 3 finishers, and rupture was doing almost 100k DPS with all of that. Meanwhile, if you were going to spam black powder, you would be doing way less, and the more targets there are, the less black powder will do in comparison to rupture, because as you know, ruptured is not target capped. That means that all the targets that you want to have ruptured can have ruptured. There's, of course, one kind of thing. When you wanted to use rupture, it targets at least lived 12 seconds. That is still true. You have all of your cooldowns and the pool is going to live that long. But if you don't have your cooldowns, I reckon, and we can try and do simulation about this, it's a bit harder to say, but rupture may do more damage than black powdering if you only have like 6 or 5 seconds on all of those targets. Rupture is going to completely demolish black powder. Of course, this does not mean that when you get dance back, you cannot use it. You still want to use this, but for those 10-15 seconds where you are in downtime, it's very important now. Even if as you go in hierarchies, as you can see, people there have been coming back to sub because it's a bit more tanky, has kind of a good choice of cooldowns for many things. They will do that. and also of course plan their CDs accordingly, but that is another thing that is more advanced, and explaining of course will take quite a while. So that was all I wanted to say about rupture. And remember, of course, slice and dice really important, and keeping melee uptime to get our shadow technique procs and other things up as much as possible. So that will be all, and have a nice day.